at least the insulation's still on the roof. That's a good sign. So I did do the doors last night before I finished. Looking pretty banging. It's not very often we get views like that in Scotland. So with that in mind, and the fact that it is dry, I say we put the window in. I've never put a window in my life. And I am swirling with the notion of installing 3 because it is going to be raining again this week, and this way we could get it all done in the one day. So we've got the sliding door, we've got the back left quarter and the right rear quarter. These 2 are massive holes to go in the back of the van. So if I get this wrong, I'm in a lot of trouble. So I'm going to start on the sliding door because if I do mess up cutting that, it's a whole lot cheaper to replace a door than replace a full van. And I think I'll get more of an idea how it's going to go once I cut it out. And if it goes alright, then we might look at the other 2. That's what the espresso's for as well, to wake me up and give me the bottle to do this. Yes, that's how cold it is. I need to stick a beanie on. It's June, by the way. So I was trying to see what the best tool would be to get these ribs off, and I was trying the multi-tool first, but I think I'm getting more results with the angle grinder, although I don't like the sparks flying about the cab. We'll just need to be quick, so safety first. Hey. Right, let's keep going. I'm actually glad I never put the insulation up there because, well, you know why. And once you take away the welds, it's basically just sticky back stuff that's holding the plate to the panel. That's a hard part done. Basically we need the outline of this shape here. The best way to do it is just drill holes through here, and then on the other side we'll basically trace it with a pen and join the dots basically, and that's it. So even though I have took the ribs off this, it is still pretty terrifying that I'm just about to go and cut this panel out. Robert, just do it, come on, stop thinking about it. Right, no going back now. I've cut extra holes around here just to make it easier for the salty ground, as you can see around all the edges, but here I can just basically make a straight line from here and all the way at the bottom. I'm either going to pull this off or I'm going to be buying a new door. Are you kidding? It is bloody raining. It is starting to rain, but it's just spittles. I can't win. So I'm just putting this in so we don't scratch the paint. Safety first. And we are through. Oh, look at all that light. I'm not gonna lie, that was terrifying. Let's do a fit check. Imagine it didn't fit. Hey, look at that. Oh, I nicked the side of the van. This is where I'm painting it, innit? So traditionally, if you're going to attempt something you've never done before, it's best to do it in bite-sized chunks. Then that way, you know, you don't mess everything up. I think I've cut too much. I cut that window and it felt a wee bit easy, and I thought, you know what, let's just go with the rest. But now we're against the clock to get it finished because it is going to be raining later, so less chit chat. But look how much brighter and airier that looks. So the next stage is let's get it all filed down and let's get some hammerite on it just to protect the edges from rusting. But me being me, I forgot to get some hammerite white, so we've only got silver, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be painting the van anyway, so. This is the part I hate the most. I hate the sound of metal scraping. Ugh. Hated it in school, hate it today. So now all I'm doing is just wiping it down with isopropyl, just to clean it up. So let's get the channel in first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it at the bottom so that the seal is down here and not the top. Just make sure, take your time, and that everything's covered. So if you've got a nice wee rubber hammer, this is where it would come in handy. I don't have one, so let's test the fit. So now we just need to apply the primer. You kind of want to do it in one big loop. So I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way to the top. So you do get quite a lot of it, so I'm going to do another pass on the outside this time, just to overlap it. Like that. And now we'll do the same thing to the window. I'm just going to go back around it again and just overlap it. Like that. And just leave that to dry. And this stuff is thick. So I want to go right in the edge first. And just help spread the glue out. It's looking banging, so let's go and look inside. Aye, I'm happy with that, so let's get on to the next two. Do you know something? This is the job that I was terrified of doing, and I'll be honest, I was only going to do the one, but when I seen how easy it was to cut out, I thought, do you know what, if we've got the weather, let's just go for it. If it's going to rain tomorrow, then we're going to get our answer if it's worked properly or not. And I think the hardest part is cutting it out. I'm really glad that I did it. We've never done anything like this with Dobby, and I love challenging myself to see what I'm capable of. And the reason why I didn't do just the side door, I couldn't really do anything else after I put that window in, because I don't really want to drill and use the jigsaw to cause vibrations to go through the van. So I would say I took a massive gamble, and hopefully it's going to pay off. Hi guys, I need to interrupt the video a wee second because I need to pay the bills. So if you guys remember, I did the West Highland Way with Scott up here. Luckily when we done it, it wasn't raining, but there was a few mornings when we woke up and my shoes were just soaking from walking through terrain that was wet, from condensation and moisture and stuff, and also because of the sweat from our socks. And there was a couple of trips I went on with Dobby, including the North Coast 500, the Isle of Skye, where it was raining, and when I get back in the van, my boots were absolutely ringing. It meant the next day I didn't really want to get out and go and explore. Well, thanks to today's sponsor, and I hope I'm saying it right, Sothing have reached out and sent me out a hairdryer for your shoes. That is pretty cool looking, isn't it? It's got a nice wee leather handle. I'm guessing these are the parts that you stick in your shoes. So it isn't 12 volt operated, it is AC. That's your air vents at the bottom, and these can be extended, if you can see. But you can use these on shoes, boots, or even gloves as well. And on the top you can see we've got a LCD touchscreen. Comes in at a very lightweight 500 grams with a fast dual air drying to quickly remove moisture from shoes, boots and gloves. It's got a smart LED touch panel to adjust the heat levels, set timers and activate the ozone mode with one tap. It's got 3 heat levels from 113 degrees Fahrenheit up to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. So gentle warmth for trainers and stuff like that, and strong heat for work boots. It's got a 95 watt battery giving it a 1 to 9 hour timer with auto shut off, so you can choose the exact drying time you need, whether for a quick refresh or a quick dry out. It's got an ozone freshness mode which helps neutralise sweat odours from shoes and gloves, and I would dare say beanie hats as well. So currently on low mode, and we are taking 60 watts medium. We've went up roughly about 10 watts more. Let's go to high. And we've went up to 103 watts. So it is a wee bit more output than what's stated on the box, because I think the box says 95 watts. Oh, they're definitely warmer. It pretty much does what it says on the tin. It does heat your boots up. And even when we change the modes from low to high, the sound never get any louder. So if you were going to take this on hikes or tent camping, you would only be able to use it when you get to campsites. Having said that though, there are small tiny power banks with AC sockets on them, so you could maybe use that as well. So it would have been nice if the AC was switched out for maybe USB-C. So if you're someone that's going away for the weekend in a camper van and the weather's just horrendous and you're just a bit bothered about your shoes getting soggy and wet and your gloves and your hats, this could be a good solution for you. So guys, if you want to go and pick up this Sothing, hope I'm saying that right, hot air shoe dryer ultra for yourself, then I'll leave a link to it in the description and you can go and pick it up. So back to the video. So with this window you can see there's no insert, so we just need to do it round edges and stuff. Right, we'll just leave that dry for 5 minutes. Tell you what though, this stuff gives you a good forearm workout. Again, I just want to get it situated in the... Oh, that's the wrong window. And just start squeezing it out. How cool does that look? It's only going to be cool though if it isn't leaking, so let's look inside. Nice seam all the way around. Right, last one. And just push it straight into the corner again before we put it down. Like that. Like that. Just let that grab. Because this is the thickest part here. And we are hopefully done. Check this. How good does that look? Obviously once I take the green tape off it'll be fine. And there's the other side. How cool is that? So I'm going to throw a picture up here what it originally looked like. How good does that look? And the thing that I'm most excited about is the bed is going to be in this complete area here, and it's going to be a full-size bed. So we can basically look out the window there, or we can look out the window there, whatever view we want. So naturally the real test comes when it rains. It's all fine and well looking at it like this, so let me give you a few pointers if you're going to do it in your van. So first tip is masking. So when you're going to mask it to cut those bits out, you want to bring the tape all the way up and all the way down, all the way down here, blah 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 blah, because as you see I didn't do it. Same again there. The worst part was the first window, check that, and scuff marks there, and there's a wee bit under here as well. So just make sure when you're masking up you're doing a very wide area, because the jigsaw can nick certain places, but I'm going to be painting the van so I'm not really bothered about it. And for tip number 2, I would say when you're drilling to make the template of the panel so that you can go outside and draw around it, I would drill as many holes as possible, not just in the corners but on the straight as well, because I found the more holes that I had, the easier and more precise it was to hit them, keep it all straight and level kind of thing. So definitely more holes are better. I would say the third tip is glass carry suction handles. I was a wee bit sceptical about getting these, but if I'm being honest, they helped massively so that I could get the glass on and rearrange it kind of thing. So for tip number 4, I would say get a good mastic gun, get a heavy duty one, because it is tough on the forearms. If you're only doing one window, then you should be fine, but I was doing 3 and by the time I got to the last one my hand was just cramping up. You might want to get a powered one, or just make sure it's a heavy duty one so the squeeze isn't as hard, because this stuff is thick. Tip number 5, I would say don't be scared to get involved. The hardest part of doing this, I would say, is just starting, because I hummed and hawed about it, and this is the job that I've been putting off the most because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it. I'm still not sure if I've been able to do it because it's still to rain. Again, I flung myself into the deep end and done 3 windows at the one time. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Just make sure that it's a dry day. It does take about an hour for the silicone to set, but overall just take your time with it and just enjoy the process, because once you cut those panels out it's pretty straightforward after that. Which brings me on to tip number 6. Just make sure to brush down and hoover up the van, because all those metal shavings, if they get wet or condensation, moisture, it's going to create rust, so you don't want that in the van. But we now have windows and it is starting to feel a wee bit like Dobby again, I'm not going to lie. This is where I wanted windows. I didn't want a lot of windows, but I still wanted windows to be able to enjoy the view and stuff, and these windows have just opened it right up. So guys, if you did go and enjoy the episode, why not drop it a wee like and let me know in the comments. I will leave links to the windows and the window installing kit in the description, and if you do have any questions just drop them in the comments and I'll answer them as best I can. But it's taking shape. So I have ordered the ceiling as well, and that should be coming this week. So guys, if you do want to be kept up to date with the new build, be sure to get subscribed and hit that bell notification so you're always notified when I release a new video. Until the next one guys, peace. This just feels like a massive upgrade to anything we've had before. That is solid, that's not going anywhere. We have a floating bed. Take my money. This just fits in here perfectly.